One easy way for you to get marketing ideas and strategies is to take a look at the way that people advertise outside of your marketplace in different regions when you travel. This one change can give you some insights and give you some directions that not everybody is using in your market. I'm Scott Sylvan Bell. I'm coming to you live from Consulting Secrets on a perfect day to talk about business and growth and marketing, and a fantastic day to talk about you. I'm coming to you live from Salt Lake City, Utah. So part of my role and responsibility is to travel. And one of the things that I like to do is I like to find local advertisements and see if there's a unique angle, a unique strategy, a hook, an idea, a process that could be done in the markets that I serve. So I'm scouring leads, ideas, concepts, angles. I'm trying to give you as many opportunities to pick up the words, be like, that's not how I would say it. Well, this is how I say it, okay? And figure out, hey, what could we do for an offer? Now, one of the things that you're going to find is if you do offers on social media, you have what is called offer fatigue. People get burned down on it. Your competition picks it up and they say, instead of giving $1,000 off, we'll give 1,001. Instead of saying we'll give a 90-day guarantee, we'll give 120. It's the evolution of a marketplace, and you have to know that it happens. And part of your role and responsibility is to just realize that, okay, if this is going to happen, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to outwork my competition. I have sat in board meeting, management meeting, after meeting, where somebody says, well, what are we doing for this month's special? And they kind of go around the table for 5 or 10 minutes and they come up with whatever this month's special is. But in all realities, at this stage of the game, it should be, what are this month's specials? Plural. How many do we have? What are we testing? What are we working on? Well, if you're looking in open marketplaces and different places around you and even different services, you could come up with some ideas. Now, you may not know this, and if you don't, that's okay. Facebook ads library is wide open. You could look at any ad that's running for any person, for any service, and go check out their ads and click through their funnels and see what's going on. And, when you do this, you can find a different process, a different idea, a different strategy, a different way to explain what you're doing. In copywriting, they have this thing called a swipe file. And swipe files are this. You take a look at a winning ad and you look at the reason why the ad became good. You look at the headline. You look at what the intro is in the first paragraph. You look what the second paragraph is talking about. You look at the bullets. And then you take that and you don't copy it. Even though it's called a swipe file, you don't copy it. What you do is you say, how can I write that in my own words, in my own voice, not taking word for word. Like, so if it's a how-to headline, you're copying how to, and then whatever it is in your industry or service. Or if it's a top three reasons why, then you're going to take and create a top 3 reasons why for your industry, but you are not copying this ad word for word. Like, I'm saying this on purpose because it could be copyright infringement. And so for you, as you take a look at this process, you travel, you go through, you take a look at some of the offers, and some of them you're like, hey, they're running this already in my marketplace. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so you put that in your swipe file. Doesn't mean you're going to run it today. It's just a go-to for later on. It's a possibility. It's a way to get started, right? Starting with a blank slate is always hard. So what you do is you start with here's some light lift. Here's some things that I'm going to go over, and here's some ideas and some concepts and some strategies. And then here's what's going to happen is one day in the middle of nowhere, you're going to pull up an ad and you're going to go, I could see how that would really kill it, crush it, be fantastic, whatever way you want to explain something doing good in your product service and make it work for you. As you travel, as you have conversations with people, this is the very last thing. What you're going to find is sometimes when people are tired and fatigued, they explain things in a different way, in a way that you've never heard it before. And sometimes it's the fastest way. Okay? Sometimes it's the longest way, but sometimes it's the fastest way. And one thing you can do is have something to take notes on, your phone, a tablet, a piece of paper, a notebook. Because when people share problems with you, like, hey, what do you do? Well, I'm a plumber. You know what I really hate about plumbers is they smell bad. Here's my fear. A plumber's going to come to my house and they're going to touch all the nasty stuff. And then they're going to go touch all the things in my house. Okay. So then in your mind, you're like, okay, well, they don't like that the plumber smells bad. And they don't like that they're going to touch everything in the house. I may not ever be able to do anything about the smell. But what I got to have my guys do, have my crew do, is wear gloves, right? They could put gloves on where they could show that they're washing their hands in front of the consumer, in front of the client. What you're going to find is in that fatigued moment, there may be gold. So you're traveling, you're looking at ads, you're looking at different ideas, concepts, and strategies. And as you're talking to people and talking about the markets that you serve, you're listening. You're listening and you're hoping that you're going to hear something you've never heard before. But since you're on vacation and since you're traveling, you may not be thinking, hey, I should really be paying attention to what's going on here. You got 1 of 3 things to do from here. Just 1 of 3. Find the subscribe button, click on it, and every time I send out a video, you'll get an update. 2, hit follow. 3, you know what you got to do. Share this video with a friend. We'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.